occurs through seas. This stat corresponds to the volume of total trade. It's like saying 95 bags out of 100 bags of potato were traded through sea routes. In terms of value of goods traded, 68% of trade happens through seas. Now that's pretty interesting. If the total bill of all items traded by India is taken as 100 rupees, approximately 68 rupees worth of goods were transported through the sea. Of course, these values change every year as the demand for goods exported may rise or fall. Almost all sea-based trade has to pass through ports. But what are ports? A port is a harbour town or a city where ships may take on or discharge cargo. What's a harbour? Well, it is a protected area where ships and boats can be safely docked. Ports in India are classified as major ports and non-major ports. India has 12 major ports and approximately 200 minor or intermediate ports as of 2020. But remember, these numbers might change as India builds new infrastructure. The west coast of India has been a prominent player in trade throughout history. Due to its favorable location, it could establish links with the Arabs, the Africans, and the Europeans. Many centuries later, the legacy of the west coast continues. Even today, there are 6 prominent ports here. The Mumbai port has a long history. Its growth has direct links to its viability as a trading center. It was transferred to the British by the Portuguese in 1661. Though several ports have been constructed to ease pressure on this port, it still handles a significant part of India's maritime trade. In fact, it is the biggest port in India. It is blessed with a spacious natural harbour that is well sheltered. Soon after partition, the Karachi port became a part of Pakistan. Thus, there was a need for a port to manage India's trade. Thus, one of the first ports of post-independence India, the Kandla port or the Deen Dayal port, was constructed in Kutch. It is a tidal port, which means that the loading and unloading of goods has to be done based on the tides of the sea. This port caters to a large number of western, eastern states and union territories. Industrial belts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Gujarat benefit from this port. Agriculture export and import activities are also conducted through this port. In 1989, another port popped up on the west coast with an aim to decongest the Mumbai port. It is currently known as the Jawaharlal Nehru port, which is located in Navi Mumbai. It is expected to be a hub for export and import activities. It has emerged as the #1 container port of India in recent years. The Mormugao port in Goa specializes in iron ore export. It accounts for around 50% of iron ore exports from India. Now, this figure might vary in the future. The new Mangalore port is yet another iron ore exporting port of India. It caters to the Kudremukh mines in Karnataka. In the southern part of the west coast, we come across the Cochin port. It is located at the entrance of a lagoon. The port also has the advantage of a natural harbour. Did you know that the Chennai port is one of the oldest artificial ports in India? It is considered to be one of the finest artificial harbors in the world. Its construction began in the mid 1800s and went on till the mid 1900s. Sometimes you need a lot of time to build good things. As per existing data, it handles the second highest volume of goods in India after the Mumbai port. Another major port in Tamil Nadu is the Tuticorin port. It is located in the southern part of Tamil Nadu. It is approximately 600 kilometers from Chennai. Now, this port has a natural harbor and is also blessed with a rich hinterland. Much of the trade with Maldives and Sri Lanka happens through this port. Now, let's take a look at the Vishakhapatnam port, located in the state of Andhra Pradesh. This port is well protected from sea waves as it is the deepest landlocked port of India. It was conceived as an outlet for iron ore exports. But in the recent times, it has also been used for defense-related purposes. Paradip and Haldia are the other major ports on the eastern coast of India. The Paradip port is engaged in iron ore exports. Haldia port has been established to reduce the pressure on the Kolkata port. It is considered a subsidiary port of the Kolkata port. Another important port on the eastern coast of India is the Kolkata port, which is a riverine port. It serves as a large hinterland in the Ganga-Brahmaputra region. So, these are the major ports of India. They play a key role in smooth export and import trade in the country.